Hi guys, my name is Ian and today I'm gonna do a small tutorial on the more advanced features of the mission editor in Space Ranger Ask. So let's get started. I'm just gonna create a new mission so we have a blank sheet to work on, and I'm gonna give it a quick name here. Let's call it Advanced Mission Tutorial, and uh, give it a quick description too. Um, Aliens coming. Yeah. Quick release note. Advanced video tutorial. Advanced video tutorial. And the difficulty rating I'm gonna set to hard because what we're gonna create in this level, it's gonna be some pretty advanced stuff, and it's hard to beat. So we're gonna do public and ship count, max count. It's cool. Let you guys edit if you want, and let's do it like another shoot 'em up. So we're gonna add a new level, and this level is gonna be let's call it hard to beat. Yeah. And the level time, I'm gonna set this to 3 minutes 30 seconds, and I'm gonna choose a quick background here. This one, area size, it's fine. Set some goals. This one we're gonna do one boss. You need to kill at least one boss. We're gonna add one. No asteroids, UFOs. There's gonna be plenty of those. So let's say you have to kill 30 of those. Alright. If we go into the spawners, you see here we're gonna create an object a little different from the rest. We're gonna do a squad formation. So squad formation, it has some different appearances. You can see them here. It's rotating slowly, so you can see how they look. And the way to define these, you use the extra field. So like it says here in the description, you're gonna type in here what you want to appear and which formation, and you can use up to 3 layers. So there's a little easier way to do this. You can choose the item list over here. So you choose the object that you want to appear, just choose UFO1, and when you select it in the item list, it is automatically copied to your clipboard, so you can just paste it here, and I'll do this and choose what formation. So I'm just gonna choose FM2, and I'm gonna choose another item for another layer. Let's do something different. Let's try some asteroids. Let's use medium asteroids in formation 1. So we have this, and we're gonna spawn one, and it's good. There's gonna be one active formation the whole time here, and it's the instant you kill all the UFOs in this formation, it's gonna do another one. So just gonna select where to put it. I'm gonna put it up here, and I'm gonna make it move a little slower because formations are pretty hard to kill. So let's do these at 70. Right, that should be it for basic formation, so let's see it.
Get ready. Entering zone 1.
Alright, so it looked a little weird with the asteroids, just an experiment. Feel free to experiment all you want, but for now I'm just gonna choose another type of object, looking a little more natural in there. So let's go with UFO 3, and yeah, I'm gonna paste it in here. Like so. I'm gonna
Get ready.
just test, see how it looks.
Entering zone 1.
There you go. As you can see, those are pretty hard to kill, so I think I'm just gonna go with the set hit point to 1. That's gonna make it a little easier. Alright, next up we're gonna do another little object. When you have the squad formation, you can also do a squad boss. So if I do this, I can choose up here which type of object you want surrounding the squad box, the squad boss, and select how many of them. So if I type UFO 1 and I want 5, then UFO 2 and I want let's do a little wicked one, let's do 25. Okay, so we're gonna select an area, say this down here. I'm just gonna disable this one for now, and let's see if the boss appears.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning.
Yeah, the bosses are hard to kill. They're supposed to be, so you can set a lower hit count here, make it a little bit easier, but it's still gonna be a tough run. You might want to have some power-ups and some triple fire and stuff like that when you're going at a boss. So, okay, that's the squad boss. I'm gonna do another one. The next one here will be the railer, I think. Yeah, it's down here. When you choose the railer, you can create a rail of UFOs, and you define how they move around by creating a path. So before I edit the object up here, I'm gonna go to mission resources and create a new path. So for the path, you set some points, so the object will move around. And you define the spawn position up here where it's gonna start, and you just select an area, say we want the spawners, the UFOs to start here, and I'm gonna give it that will be the position here. So I will make a point here, and I make a point here, 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 here. And I'm gonna make this path to be a closed path, like this, so they will move just in a kind of circle. To make it a more round circle, I'll just hit up here, selected, so it's a curved one. So the alien UFOs, they will start spawning here, and they will move like this. I'm just gonna name my path. It's gonna be called just simply circle. So if I go up here, I will choose now which object and which path to use. So I will type in the extra field UFO1 and the name of my path. Like so. And I want these UFOs, I want them to be, let's say I want 5 of them active at one time. So, and they come at you every 1 second. At the regular speed, regular size, and I did put the area, yes I did. So, hopefully my UFOs should appear here and move around like this in a circle. Let's go see.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning. 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 Warning.
So that's how you use the radar object. And let's see, have any more we can show. Any more interesting. Well, you can spawn all the power-ups and the coins and everything you want, and usually if there's something special about the objects, you use the extra field, like let's say the user text object. You can spawn a message for the users, and we'll say we start this message after 5 seconds, and yeah, we're just gonna have one, and let's see, we'll type here in data fill, be safe space ranger. Let's see. This message will just appear in the middle of the screen, or yeah, something like that, above or below the player ship. So as it says here, the time is based of the length of the message. So if you use hit count, you can actually say we want this message to show for, let's say, 3 seconds. You can choose the color of the message, so if we choose light blue here, we should get one message 5 seconds in the game. You can use this to define, show the player how to do stuff or what they need to do next.
Entering zone. Warning.
So that's a simple user message. Yeah. What up next? Let's see. I'm gonna do another spawner. We have, yeah, you have the different mining stations, which will mine asteroids which is nearby. Drop-off station if you want one. You can use this when you pick up spacemen and drop them off here instead of the main base. A repair station which repairs the ship. So let's see if we hit on to the decorations. We have a few stuff, a few things we want to show off in here. So first up would be all of these are just the regular deco items which you spawn, like explained in the basic tutorial. If you move down here, you will have some tiles, and if you choose a tile, let's just say we choose the tile moon, you will define where the center of the tiles would be. So I set this point here, and down here you define how many tiles you want in the area. So you put two values here. I will say I want a tile set by 4 by 6 tiles. So let's we need to set at least one amount of them. Yeah, let's see how it looks.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning.
We have some tiles. Looks a little weird in space, but well, it's a free country.
Warning.
For the more advanced tiles, we have something we call Tilesets down here. As you can see, these will automatically do a border around the area. So if we choose this one, the ocean, and remember we have some recommendations for the depth of the tiles. We would recommend these to be way below the ship. The game will perform better if you choose this. Don't leave these at 0. So we have Tileset Ocean. We have it set to this position. We can put this below the base like that, and let's go see how the tileset looks.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning. 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 Warning.
So that's the tileset, and if you want this to cover the entire area, you can just choose to make a lot of them. So like, let's say we do 16 by 16, and as it says here in the description, you can actually choose an image to show also. So we have some images showing here. It starts by 0 and again just moves along. So if I choose 16 by 16 tile size, I can choose this one and say just use image 2. Let's go see that one.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning.
So if I define this extra, so by defining this extra value, you just get one of the images shown here. So, and it starts by 0 and moves along. So I'm not going to define one here. I'm just going to leave it like this, so we get a nice big ocean around the screen.
Entering zone. Warning. Warning.
So when you do these type of levels where you will fill them out with tiles, I would recommend you go to the level settings and disable the background and stars. Using those takes a little bit of performance, so it's better to just leave them off. Also, when you have these tile set, beneath the ship, it can be a good idea to create a shadow for your objects that appear. So I'm gonna do that now. I'll just choose the shadow object. It's right down here at the bottom. This one defines a small shadow. It replicates all of the objects that will cast a shadow in the game. And let's see, we are gonna choose an opacity at say 40, so it's kind of transparent, and you use the X and Y coordinates here to define how much the offset should be. So if I say let's say 64 by 64, it will produce a shadow 64 pixels offset from the spaceship casting the shadow. So I will do it like this, do it like this, and also I would recommend you set the size of the shadow object, because go down here, make it a little smaller. It looks a bit more natural if you cast the shadow. And finally, you need to set some depth where to do the shadow object. So if we look at the ocean, we decided to put this at 200. I'm gonna put the shadow a little bit above that, so do it at 198, so it appears above the ocean but still below the ship. Okay, finally I'll just make color, make a nice black shadow here, and let's go see how that looks.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning. Warning.
I see the offset is not really, let's see, offset XY. I need to define this offset also, 64, and I think I'm gonna put this a little further out, 128, 128. So let's see how it looks.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning.
So okay, we have a nice shadow. So let's go see if there's anything else we can explain here. Yeah, tiles. Some tiles. Oh well, yeah. You can also use some lighting objects here to manipulate the lights of the general level and all the objects. So if you choose the object ambient light and just define a color for this one, let's say red. Choose the opacity here. It decides what strength this color manipulator will have. So just full on for this, and we go test the level. And you will see that the lighted objects will appear a little more red.
Entering zone. Warning.
Well, that didn't work because I forgot to put one in here. I need to make at least one. Ha. Yeah, let's try again.
Get ready. Entering zone. Warning.
So as you can see, everything has a nice and red shade now. Well, if you like that kind of thing. Yeah. I'm gonna insert another deco. And for this one, I'm gonna show the borders you can use. We use these to limit where the player can move in a level. So if I choose to put up a right border, and I would of course place this one to the right of the station where the player spawns, I put this over here and say put one up. There's not actually anything visible in the level when you put these borders. They are invisible, so they just kind of define an invisible wall where the player stops when he moves there. So let's go
Get
see
ready.
and test this level.
Entering zone. Warning.
There we go.
Warning. Warning.
I think that basically does it for the advanced tutorial. There's a lot of stuff here you can play with. You can of course do a lot of things with every single item. You can rotate and make different sizes and make the the railers up here. If you wanna mess around with that, you can actually choose every single item you see on this list and make it spawn this on the railer. So if I choose the spaceman, and do it in a circle, and let's go see how that looks.
Entering zone. Warning.
Couple of spacemen flying around. Oh, I see there's a small bug we have to fix.
Warning.
Well, we'll get that fixed. The shadow of the spaceman looks a little... the spacemen, they time out after a couple of seconds. So,
Warning. 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 AC under attack.
Oh. Four of them,
Warning.
Okay, so I think this probably does it for the more advanced tutorial. We have what do we have here? Distribution points. I explained them in the basic. Basically, they mean how are your objects gonna show spawn within the level. So I'm gonna if we click down here, we can see how the different objects are gonna show here, and how they are gonna be created when the spawner makes them. We also have some extra lines, some max depth and minimum depth, which shows around here. Max depth, this would be 1500, and this would be minus 1500. So if you set your depth of your object to minus 1500, they will actually appear in this area. Yeah, I think I won't bore you with any more details about the mission editor today. So hope you enjoyed this small tutorial, and yeah, enjoy the game. Take care until next time.
Welcome to Space Ranger.